the Hustle and Giggle podcast.
Welcome back to Hustle and Giggle, episode 37. With the hottest day recorded last week, we hope you have all managed to stay cool, keep hydrated, and avoid melting into a puddle whilst trying to get through work, family life, and everything else that's thrown your way. This week, we've got a few topics lined up to get us thinking. Whether you're listening in the car, at your desk, out for a walk, or enjoying a well-earned cuppa, thanks for being here with us. So, we've all had little breaks, haven't we, since we last... Well, in fact, no, Karma hasn't had a little break. Leslie and I...
Yeah, so didn't you have one just before the last one?
Just make it up, Karma.
Yeah.
Just pretend you had a little break.
You went somewhere.
No, not in the last month.
But they're all coming up, aren't they?
No, so I'm just living vicariously through you both.
So Leslie and I have had little breaks since the last month or so. So was it worth it? Oh,
I think any breaks, in general, we go away, we try and turn off our phones, turn off the computer and everything else, but you do come back to a little bit of mayhem, don't you? And you do try. I mean, I know what you're like, Amanda. I reckon you're like really organised before you go, make sure your posts are done and everything else. But you still come back to going, oh my God, I've got all that washing to do and everything else. But yeah, we had 4 days away. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And
remind us where you were.
We went down to Devon because Anthony was performing on the Wednesday, so we actually spent the day with him as well. And it's just such a beautiful place, and it was nice just getting up whatever time we want to get up, not worrying about the washing and everything else. And it was beautiful. It was really, really nice. We really did make sure that we took time out this time. But I did get a couple of phone calls I had to deal with whilst I was away. But yeah, just coming back is a bit of a mayhem. But we only had 4 days. So.
Do you ever feel like it negates the holiday? Do you ever come back and think, oh, damn, I shouldn't have gone away? Or
I think you do as business owners ourselves. I think if you were working for someone, I think it's a little bit different, isn't it? But because we own these businesses and we want to keep them going, I guess, it's much more pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to work. I have to work a lot harder before I go to enable me to then not work on holiday as much as sometimes I do. And I did have to this occasion, but that's fine. And that's part and parcel of it, isn't it, I think? And then you're right. But I was organised enough that when we arrived back and I started back to work yesterday, from a work perspective, I was fine. It was all the extra stuff that came with it, like the washing, and we've got family staying this weekend. But do you know what? From my perspective, it was worth it. I'd rather do that. We had a lovely holiday. And I saw this quote yesterday, because I don't know about you, but we landed back on Tuesday night. Well, Tuesday late afternoon. So by the time we got home, it was the evening. And yesterday morning, I woke up and I was like, oh, I still want to be there.
Oh.
When you still want to be somewhere because you had such a nice time. And I saw this quote, and yesterday, actually, it's funny, and it made me smile. And it said, "Don't be sad it's over. Be happy it's happened."
Yeah,
and I thought that's really nice. It's really true. We should be going, actually, we had a lovely time, and we did have a lovely time, a very energetic, lovely time. But yeah, we should be happy and looking back on the memories that we made whilst we were there.
Yeah, but I have to say the memories are so important in there.
Yeah, but yesterday I did feel a bit like, but I was glad that I wasn't getting up and driving my car and going to an employed role yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I could do it. I was busy, but I could flex my day how I needed to.
And how were your legs? Because you said to us you did 94 miles. How were your legs not doing that yesterday?
Goodness.
Do you know what? There was the first time I think we did 36k on the very first long ride, and we were on the second floor in the hotel, and my right knee really hurt when we walked up the steps, and I thought, God, I've knackered my knee in here. But by the time I woke up the next morning, it was fine, ready to go again. But it's weird, isn't it? Because we had the most active holiday ever, probably because Jack was with us. But also, we got to see things that we would never have seen if we had been in a car or we would have walked, because we rode a lot around the lake. And actually, because of the part of Lake Garda that we stayed in the northern part of the lake, it's predominantly people who do cycling. So there's a lot of really good cycling paths. So we found things, I was saying earlier, we found like a beautiful vineyard, which was probably, we'd done about 20k one day. We found a really nice vineyard that had like a beautiful lunch like spot in it in the sunshine, and we stopped there for 45 minutes, had a drink. So we found some really nice places on the way. We didn't get on the bikes and not stop. There was lots of nice things to do. We stayed in we stopped in another little town and had an ice cream. So we did nice things along the way.
That's so nice.
It was such a lovely holiday, really nice holiday.
And your views were unbelievable.
Honestly, it's our third time we've been to Lake Garda, and the views and it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful place because and what we did this time that we've never done before is we hired a car, and one afternoon, late afternoon, we drove. I can't tell you how high we drove, but we went up, and we ended up, obviously, what would be a ski resort in the winter. And they were amazing views. And then we did a cable car one day, and that was fantastic. So you can just see some really different views, but the lake is just beautiful. I mean, we swam in the lake a couple of times. We did a boat. It was lovely. It's just really nice. It was really nice.
It
was really nice.
Tell me about it. We keep saying we should go on a little trip of our own, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
That sounds perfect. But even that, we were in Devon, and do you know what? The views where we were beautiful. Yeah. I didn't do as much exercise as you did, but I made Kev walk up this hill thing with me, and then when we showed Anthony what we had done, because we were so excited for how high we climbed, he went, "Was that it?" I was like, "No, okay." We did get to the top.
Athletic children, we've got.
But we saw the eclipse.
Oh, did you?
So yeah, that was interesting.
Because some people said it was a bit of a anticlimax.
Yeah,
we
went somewhere that was really open because our garden's got a lot of trees around it. So we went up to the airfield and watched it. But if you didn't know it was happening, you wouldn't have questioned it. It was just it was the sun maybe went a little bit darker, like a cloud had gone over.
Because someone said that the glasses made a real difference.
Oh, it did. So we didn't have the glasses. We couldn't find them for love nor money on the day. But someone had a spare pair, and they actually gave them to us.
Wow!
And it was really lovely. Wow. And when you look through the glasses, you do go, wow.
Yeah, I bet. I took some photos, and you can just about see it on those. And I kept sort of sneaking a peek at it because they warned you not to.
You're not allowed to.
Like being told not what not to do.
So you do it. Tell someone not to do it, and they do it.
But then we sat. I mean, this is things that you would never do. We sat outside our caravan at 12 o'clock at night because apparently there was some shooting stars. Well, I thought I'd seen shooting stars, but what I actually saw was probably Elon Musk's satellites. Okay. So that's what I thought was a shooting star. Anyway, I'm there, and I saw some shooting stars.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing.
That's so nice.
But like I said, we had a cup of tea outside. We're sitting there. People were...
Cup of tea? Leslie and Kev have a cup of tea?
We had done some wine. It was a long day, 12 o'clock at night. And then people were walking past not realising we were there because we were literally just sat there staring up at the sky. But again, that's a memory that we'll just remember.
Magical. You would never do that at home, would you?
Wow.
Well, you might do, I don't know.
Oh, no, we wouldn't.
Cup of tea at midnight.
So That's so nice.
So there we go. But back to normal now till the next one.
Yeah.
50 years, we won't see the next one.
I know.
That's why I was so disappointed. I was like, come on, this is my only chance. I saw the one in 99 that was amazing and went up to the moors in Devon to see that. And that was stunning because it went dark, it got cold. But this one was a bit lackluster. A bit. Yeah.
It always makes me feel a bit sad when something like that happens and you've just gone 50 years. And I just think, well, I'm not here.
Yeah.
And then you think, well, our children will hopefully be here to see it. But I feel a bit sad when things like that happen.
Maybe not. We might live to 100 and something. Who knows?
I'm coming back.
I don't think so. I'd like to be.
Hornet lives in that studio.
We've a different body, obviously.
And then whilst I was away, you guys attended an amazing event, didn't you? So you went to was it the Big Bob networking event, which I've seen some content for, I've heard about it, and it was brilliant. I've heard your feedback as well. And there were 2 speakers from America. So they were online, were they?
Was it 3:30 a.m. their time? So we were like, did they go to bed or did they wake up for this? I mean, they looked well presented. I think they looked better than I did at 7 a.m. But they were amazing.
Yeah,
so Bob Berg, who wrote the book The Good Giver, Go Giver, sorry, who we've all probably read that, and Kim, is it Angeli,
that's it,
who is a business strategist, and then you've kindly written down here, Leslie, there were lots of takeaways from this, but one thing that really stuck out for you, Leslie, and it's the words, no one does business with you for your reasons, but they do business with you for their reasons. And people will do business with those they know, like and trust, which I think we talk about quite a lot with the whole people buy from people thing, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I thought it was a really good event. People asked them questions and stuff like that, and it was nice to get their feedback. But yeah, I think a couple of things came out of it, and you thought, actually, you're right. And I mean, the bit about what their needs are. I mean, I don't know about you, but we like because we're business owners, we have to say, what we do. So, I do vehicle finance. So if you go to a garage, hopefully I'm going to get you a better deal. So you're going to use me. But actually, if you turn it around to the way that they were thinking, it was more a case of what are you going to get out of it? So I'm going to make your life simple.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the jargon of finance easier.
Yeah.
I'm going to explain it to you.
Yeah.
And I think if we focus more on stuff, whatever business we do, but it sort of made you think that the more we focus on actually what we're giving to you and the value of it, yes, absolutely, it would be more important to people to go, do you know what? I can't be bothered to do all them finance figures and everything. I'll let her do it.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that, really. Yeah. And it did really make you think.
Yeah. It's really interesting because when I train people and look at people's LinkedIn profiles, under your name, you get a headline, which is 210 characters. And 9 out of 10 people always put their job description. They go, car finance or, joint MD. And actually under there, if you put the value that you bring, when somebody actually sees all those lists of names, all they see rather than your job description is the value, it's a really good thing to do. So you've just described exactly what I tell people when I look at their strategy for their LinkedIn profile, because it's all about what do you do that other people don't bring and what value can you add to my business rather than this is my job role.
And that's like the know, like and trust.
Yeah.
Because they'll learn to trust you because you know what you're talking about. Yeah. And we do, and I don't think that comes across enough. Yeah. But you enjoyed it too, come on.
I did, for the value perspective as well. Everything you've described is absolutely spot on, and that's interesting, Amanda. I think I'm going to go back and check my LinkedIn as soon as I leave here now. But for me, the biggest takeaway was the value after you've sort of had that transaction. So a lot of the time we'll take on clients whose IT is not working for them or who have maybe changed providers. And then once it's fixed, until they need us again, we kind of don't necessarily communicate with them because I thought you're bugging them. They've come to you because you've got they've got a problem. You fixed it and you don't want to bug them. But that apathy, or that silence rather, can look like apathy. So it made me realise maybe I need to think about incorporating just picking up the phone and having a chat with them once we've onboarded a client 3 months down the line when everything's working well, just to sort of check in and say, hi, how are things? And we're here if you need us. But you don't want to bug them. So for me, I have always seen it as quite a negative thing, but actually going to that networking event made me reframe it a little bit. And it's not, I'm not bugging them to sell them something else. I'm just reaching out to see how they are and let them know that we're here when they need us.
That's really interesting because when I used to work in, my career days, retail marketing, we used to have a process where a board member, so a new client would come on board, they'd get onboarded, we'd start working with them. And then I can't remember whether it's 3 or 6 months, a board member would go in and see the key decision maker, but a board member that wasn't actually associated with that client and literally go through the same question. So do an interview, not an interview, but almost to get some feedback on what has the first 3 or 6 months been like working for us, because now is the opportunity we can start changing it if you think that we haven't done something right, or we need to tweak something, because we don't ever want to get to a situation where you tell us we're not doing it right. And you're right. And we don't do it because we go, well, we haven't heard from them, so they must be doing a fantastic job.
Absolutely. We make an assumption, don't we?
But actually, just a courtesy call was such a good
and it's a thank you, wasn't it? That was mainly it, wasn't it? And it was also, thank you for using me and stuff like that. So it's more the thank you and then the follow-up. And that was really, I think a lot of people took a lot out of that, didn't they? I noticed a lot of people were writing thank you notes. And I mean, from my point of view, you know, someone will do a car and they might not need another one for 3 years. But if you kind of stay in touch and know you're still there, then they might go, or someone will say, oh, God, I've got to change my car. And they'll remember you.
And
but
also
if I've left it 3
your
years,
name, so they haven't been in contact again. Whereas if you're just in a nice, positive way.
Yes.
I did some work, probably, I don't know, it was over COVID that I first started working with him. He was a business coach. And I ended up working with him for about 4 years. And I always remember him saying to me, and this is not self-flattery, but I was pleasantly surprised. I always remember him saying to me, of all the freelance people that I've ever worked with, and I've worked with a lot, you're the only one that's 100% constantly delivered what you've said you were going to, which is so lovely for me. But it kind of made me think, really? Yeah. Really? What, you've gone out and you've outsourced, whether it's an accountant, whether it's a virtual assistant. I don't know who he was referring to. But nobody's ever delivered what they 100% what they promised.
Really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet they said they were going to deliver 100% at the beginning, and then
and then you think, well, that could change someone's mindset to working with external organisations, actually, because he could think, well, actually, if I've worked with 5, why should I work with the 6th one? Yeah. So that kind of call, you know, at some point that says, how are we doing?
Interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good.
It sounds like it's a really good event, actually.
Yeah, I'm not great in the morning. You know, I mean, I joked about my face.
What time did it start?
7:15. I mean, I wake up at 6, but I'm not necessarily ready to have conversations with multiple people at 7:15 in the morning. But I was pleasantly surprised. I came away. Sometimes we all know I'm not a natural networker. I don't enjoy it. It's not my natural habitat. But I actually came away from this one invigorated. I did have to have a little power nap, but it was quite a few hours after.
Did you manage to step out your pyjamas that time in the morning?
I did. I was out of my pyjamas.
I had to put makeup on, do my hair and everything, and kept coming up going, are you out of bed yet? You out of bed yet? But I'm going, because I had to be there a wee bit earlier. So I turned up as normal.
Sounds like a great event.
It was brilliant. Leslie was a fantastic table facilitator host. It was brilliant. Yeah, really, really good. Really
it was the first time I'd done something like that. I wasn't very nervous because...
You was or you wasn't?
I was very nervous, because I really don't like standing up in front of people. But we had little prompts. Okay. And, you know, it was our time to go first, really. So if I was talking about something, I'd always give them an example first, because not everyone likes to talk either. But it was quite nice. And I wrote everyone's name down because I didn't know everyone. So, I mean, bless her, Karma was next to me and I was like, oh, what's this? And I'd ask her the odd questions. But I sort of kind of guided to encourage them to talk as well. And we met some lovely people, didn't we?
We had a brilliant table, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Yeah, I definitely would go again next time
the
they do a
people
big
were hot,
event.
No, I was hot. I swear the menopause is kicking in.
No, it was warm in that room. And the dogs kept running in, didn't they? They kept running in from the park outside. Just randomly find a dog underneath your table.
Yeah, when these American people are trying to talk. It was great.
Great comedy value.
UK and your animals. Oh, brilliant. So, GCSE results day today.
Wow.
Do you know anyone? Oh, my friend has. My friend's son actually got his results this morning.
Did he?
Yeah.
Were they good?
They were good. And in all honesty, I'm sure he won't listen to this, but in all honesty, she probably wasn't expecting them to be that good because revision-wise, he was a bit lapsed. So he did really well. He did far better than they expected. So he wants to just change a couple of the subjects for his A-levels, so they're having to go back to the school this afternoon to see if they can do that.
Based on the results of the GCSEs?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. He had in mind what he wanted to study, and then over the summer period, he's kind of gone, actually, I want to tweak one of them. So they got his results this morning and going back this afternoon to see if, because it's on spaces, isn't it? Because if other people have already asked for those spaces, then there's no spaces left in those groups.
Fingers crossed for him.
Wow. Yeah. I always remember when Nicole especially was at school. I mean, even the older ones as well, but especially Nicole, we were always on holiday for her GCSEs, and the results she'd have to open one morning while we were on holiday. And it was
from email, presumably.
Yeah, and it's just, it was any results that she got, it was always like we were always away.
You are.
So, and you just pray, don't you, that they get good results, because otherwise it just ruin the rest of the holiday. But thankfully, they were all very good, all of them.
I remember when Jack went to get his A-level results, and we drove No, because he drove himself for his A-levels. It would be his GCSEs. And we drove him there and we sat outside in the car and he was gone ages. To the extent where I started thinking, oh my God, something's gone wrong. The results obviously aren't good and he's, really upset. And literally to the extent where I was thinking I probably need to get out of the car in a minute and go and see if he was okay. And then he walked towards the car and when you think, I'll look at his face and his face wasn't saying what you hoped. And it was absolutely fine. He got great results. But he was
just wind you up though half of the time as well.
He was having a conversation with the teacher about sixth form. But it was just, I expected him to kind of go in, get his results, run out. And we must have been in the car 45 minutes waiting for him.
Oh, but you're in bits. That's a long 45 minutes.
Do you remember your two getting theirs?
Yeah, I do. I think they both might have driven up to get their. Well, Holly might have driven up to get her A-level results, but I do remember them going up to get theirs. Yeah, it seems like such a long time ago now. Now they finished their unis. It does seem like lifetimes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess with A-level results in the last couple of weeks, you've got children going off to uni. So we've all had, and we all probably are still experiencing our children moving away, leaving home, going off to do different things. So what advice would we give people, or what did you think, or what would you share about if your child's moving away for the first time?
Well, mine's slightly different because I've got both mine back home, but it did make me reflect on Jacob moved to Loughborough College at 16.
Oh, of course he did. God, I'd forgotten about that.
Which was horrendous because it was such a long way to go. And 16, you feel like you're very grown up, and I'm sure he did feel like he was very grown up, but he's still really young.
Yeah.
So I definitely struggled with that one. He didn't enjoy it up
he
there.
Wasn't happy,
he didn't know. He had some horrific flatmates.
So that's even worse.
So he came back and he went to Milton Keynes. Sorry, my watch has just decided to go off. Sorry.
Classic,
very unprofessional.
It's fine. It's our podcast.
He came back and went to Milton Keynes, and then I had a double whammy when Holly and Jacob went to university. They both moved out to uni at the same time. I had a 2-year gap, so that would never happen. But one took a gap year, and then one was at home for the first year. So they both were away from home at the same time, and that was devastating. I didn't know what my role was anymore. I definitely had a bit of an identity crisis. I'd walk into a room and I'd kind of sob because they weren't there, and the house was really quiet. I adjusted quite quickly, I have to say, and they were only 50 minutes up the road, so it wasn't like they were in Edinburgh or abroad or anything. So, but yeah, it's very strange. As a mum, you put your kids first always.
Yeah.
And when they don't need you in that same way, there's already a transition through school where you get used to that. But then when they move away and you're like, right, what? Now they're going off to live their lives and be independent. And what's my role? What do they need from me? And
absolutely.
So my heart goes out to people that are experiencing it. Yeah. But you do learn to enjoy it after a while. And then they come back home and you're like, I'm not used to my space.
I know, especially when I'm the worst when no one's there. I'm just running around the house and, I put my little pajamas on or whatever. And then before you know it, someone's back and I'm like, oh, God, I've got to put my long pajamas on.
Got to get dressed.
I'm glad you said the door don't
pajamas. I thought you were going to say you're running around naked.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to open up to that, but I won't.
I'm not sure. It's interesting, isn't it? Because I'm kind of, what would I share? I'm 8 months in or 9 months into this whole journey of Jack leaving, and he's home at the moment because he's got summer break for 3 weeks, which is lovely. I'm not sure I've mastered it. If I'm honest, I'm not sure I've mastered it from my role with him and my role as his mum, because I feel like I still... Probably I say things and I shouldn't, like there was something on holiday and I could tell he gave me that look of, I'm independent now and I don't, do you know what I mean? It's really weird. And I don't know, I don't want to come across as being an unsupportive mum, but I also know that he's got a different life now and I need to give him that space. I definitely haven't mastered it. I feel better about it, but I haven't mastered it. I don't know. I'm sure there's a book out there somewhere. Maybe I need to write it if not. I know a good writer. I don't know. I don't know what advice I would give to somebody actually who was. I would just, part of me would go, be there for them, but give them their space, but know that if they need you, you're there. But let them have some independence and let them make their own decisions, but give them some guidance. It's difficult. I think the role is quite difficult when a child first leaves home, actually. And
I think it depends on your relationship with them and your relationship as a family unit as well. I think there's lots of layers to it, isn't there?
I think you're right. And it's interesting because, it's just coincidental that all three of us have great relationships with our children, really care a lot about our children, and, feel genuinely heartbroken when they leave home. There will be some parents who are probably bloody popping the champagne cork, going, woohoo, they've gone at last. And I'm not sure I ever feel like that. I agree with you. There will be, and we don't feel like that, which is really nice. And it
is nice, but it's also heartbreaking.
Yeah,
because we were quite lucky. So when Laura went, we still had Anthony and Nicole, and then when Anthony went, it was Nicole. But then when Nicole went, Anthony came back, and it was sort of like we always kind of had one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But them going to uni is much different than going away, because obviously going to uni is round the corner, and you can just call them on whatever. Yeah. I guess my situation's a little bit different now because I'm used to Anthony being away. So he'd go away for 6 months, he'd go away for 9 months, and I knew he was always coming back. There was never a case of I'm not going to see him for a long time, you know what I mean? And we've got FaceTime and everything else, so I think it's a wee bit different. But unfortunately, my boy is emigrating a month today. Which is just crazy. And it is actually breaking my heart because I just think of him just being at home, playing games with us and stuff like that. So try not to get emotional. But it's so hard. And I probably need some advice as to think, it's not a case, he's got to live his life. You're absolutely right. That's his life. He is going to be so happy. I know he is. He's set sail and he's done it. He's going to do it. But the fact that he's so far freaking away, I'm like, why didn't you just move to Spain? I can jump on a plane for 2 hours. But Australia is just the other side of the world. And I just pray, him and Claudia have spent the last 2 years being on FaceTime with each other and had that long distant relationship, and they've done it. But I think being with a girlfriend is much different than being with his mum. I just pray to God that he calls me every week at least.
I can't imagine he wouldn't.
Just mum, I'm all right. You know what I mean? Don't worry about me being here.
Of course he will.
But to have the house silent again is going to be really hard.
Yeah.
So I think I need something to read as well to go, it's fine, I can let him go. It's a good holiday. That's what everyone keeps telling me. It's all right. It's a nice place to go on holiday.
I think silence. Sorry, Carmen, go on.
I was going to say, it's the adjusting as well. It's really hard when you're this side of it to imagine how you're going to get through it. But I think when you're in it and it's happening, hopefully it will feel quite different. But sometimes it's we're anticipating, but we don't know until we're in it. But we'll keep you busy. We've still got that bloody salmon sperm facial to book in. So
yes, we have. We've got to definitely do that so that I can tell him, it's okay, I'm going for a salmon sperm facial. Yeah, let's do that.
That'll balance it all out.
He'll laugh.
And the one thing that people tell me, and I know that you guys will agree with this as well, is, isn't it you need to focus on the happiness of our children, because actually, is it better that Anthony lives the other side of the world? Your children will go off and do what they're going to do, Carmen. They won't live with you forever.
Oh, damn.
and obviously Jack's doing what he wants to do, but they're all happy.
Yeah.
And actually, isn't it better that they're happy than they live at home and they've got that Sunday night blues of, I've got to get up, go to work, not really enjoying what I'm doing, but they live at home with you. And I guess I hold on to that quite a lot, that his happiness and what he's doing is far more important than me really, really, really missing him. That's the kind of reminder that keeps me focused. But
that's really nice.
Just don't listen to those. Don't listen to those tunes. This song came on the radio the other day. Honestly, Rod Stewart, "I'm Sailing."
Oh God!
Oh, wow!
Oh no!
We all know the relevance of that. But, it's funny, the little triggers, isn't it? But anyway,
I know, and there's going to be so many as well, because he's a singer as well. There's so many songs that he sings, and there are special songs. My Girl is definitely one of them, and a lot of people know that. As soon as My Girl comes on, it's like, it's his girlfriend, it's not me, but before he met Claudia, that was always my song that I just loved him singing. But yeah, I think the hardest thing for me at the minute is it is 1 month away, and we are going to have a farewell party for him. But it's a case of that day I've got to say goodbye. I'm literally dreading it. And I said to him, I'm not taking you to the airport because I just can't do it. Oh, right. No, I told him. Yeah. So that time, and I think that's what gets me upset. Do you know what I mean? If only I could just get over that. But he's fine. Like you say, he's going to have the well of a time. He's going to be amazing. He's going to do all the dreams that they deserve.
What amazing mums you are that your kids feel safe enough and secure enough and can go and live their lives like that. So it's a testament to you as mums, isn't it?
Yeah, all of us as mums.
Yeah. I might just be like,
but they've been away and come back, and they'll go away again.
The fact they come back.
Exactly.
They all come back, which is lovely.
Yeah.
And that is because we've got that. But these stupid little things like the little sod for the last couple of days has been frightening me. So I've been sat in my office, and he's come down because he's obviously staying with us. And he's come down and he's run into my office really, really quick and scared the life out of me. And it's them little things. I'm going to be sitting in my office thinking, oh my God, he's not going to do that. Do you know what I mean? But deep breath.
So he just needs to make himself really difficult and really annoying.
Yeah, so you want him to go.
Like, do you know what?
I can't wait.
So anyone that's actually child is leaving to go to university, don't listen to us.
We just cry.
We've just not helped the situation in any way. But we've just been up.
Maybe I'll find a book.
I read a brilliant book on holiday, actually. Really good book. I can't remember the title of it, but I've got it at home, and anyone's welcome to borrow it. Really good.
What's it about? Just random book.
I don't want to tell you because it's about this lady that goes home. This is a snippet, right? This lady goes home one day, so she thinks her partner is having an affair because she hears something in the background and she rings him. So she rushes home one day, and when she gets to the front door, there's a uniformed police officer standing there saying you can't go in, and there's taping off. So she said, oh, this is my house. And it was her house, and he's her partner that's moved in. Anyway, he's lying on the floor, stabbed to death. So the sergeant or the DCI or whoever he was takes her into the car, starts talking to her about the situation and says, we just turned up, we had a 999 call, starts asking her questions, and then prolongs over a few days. And at some point, they take away stuff out of the house, and they ask if they can take her phone to just look at messages. So they've had her phone for 3 days at the police station. So she decides to walk into the police station to say, how much longer do you need my phone for? And the person at the front, she says, can I speak to Detective Chief Inspector Al-Masawi, and they go, we haven't got anybody here. We haven't got anybody here with that name. And she says, well, my partner was, and they look up and they say, well, there's been no murder.
Oh, that sounds like a
film
good
like
book.
that.
I'm going to stop it there.
Wow.
It's really, really good. Honestly, any opportunity that I got to sit down and read it, and I finished it on the plane coming back. So I've got it if anybody wants to borrow it.
I will borrow it
It's really,
when we go
really
away.
good.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's really good.
Like the sound of
and
that.
it's got an amazing, it's got a few twists in it that you go, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. It's really good.
Is that one of your recommendations?
Well, it could be, but I've forgotten the name of it.
Okay, we'll find the name of it.
So there we go. Actually, that will be my recommendation. Good point. That will be my good smooth line in there. That will be my recommendation. I'll tag and the author is an ex-police officer. So obviously, she's written apparently a number of different police books I was reading on the back. But anyway. Yeah,
lovely.
That's my recommendation.
Like that. I will pick that up.
I'll give you that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
What about you? What recommendations have you got, Leslie?
Do you know what? Just where we've been, really. Devon, beautiful. No specific things. I'm off to Miller and Carter tonight to have some lunch, so I'll see if that's good. Lunch? Dinner? Where am I?
Do they only do steak there?
No. They do ribs and stuff like that, but they do an offer I saw. Not that I'm not a steak person. I like ribs. But they do £25 for a steak and a cocktail, apparently. I don't know if you've got to buy all the rest of the bits, but yeah, I've got vouchers, so brilliant. I'm taking Anthony there.
Fab.
Nice.
Have fun.
So yeah, other than that,
well, I've got two. I'm going to be really greedy.
You can have one for me then. That's
really,
great.
really greedy.
That's great. Fill it in.
So both of them are local businesses, and the first is the Vintage Shop at Duck Farm Court.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh my God, it was brilliant. It's like an Aladdin's
Is it household rather than clothes?
Yeah, it's household. I mean, I went in, my son used to race go-karts when he was younger, and there was a go-karts sign. So I went in specifically for that and came out with Christmas presents, which is horrendous because I never do things like that this early. It was amazing. Wow. So just a couple of examples of the things that I bought, as in to show how quirky they are. So Abe's building an aeroplane, as you know. And it had photo frames made out of bits of aeroplane with rivets in them and bits and pieces. And I bought a present for him. I bought like a Bill and Ben thing for my garden that I can put herbs in. It was amazing. I've wanted to go in there for quite a while, but I've never really made the time. So on Saturday I was near there, so I just popped in.
What's it called? Or is it called
it's literally called the Vintage Shop?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you will go in and they're really friendly, the people that run it as well. But it was honestly amazing. So much stuff. I had to rein myself in. I could have got complete. I only drive a Mini, so there's only so much I can fit in that boot anyway. But it's well worth the visit. So that's my first recommendation. Brilliant. And the second is a company called Happy Sauna, and I went to their Chinna branch. And the concept of it is a sauna and a plunge bath. So you go into the sauna for I think we managed about 5-10 minutes in the sauna, and then you go in the plunge bath. So there were two baths. One was
amazing.
12 degrees. It was a beautiful setting as well. And the other was 8 degrees. So God. You submerge yourself in it. And apparently it gets rid of brown fat. I don't care what colour it is, as long as it gets rid of fat. I'm there.
Sorry, what's brown fat?
Well, I don't know. She described it, and I'm not going to be able to do it justice, so I'm not even going to pretend. But Google it. Google brown fat. Or ask ChatGPT. But yeah, it's very good. It's meant to be very good for if you've got inflammation, which, I thought it might be good for the arthritis.
Wow.
But yeah, it's brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. Really, really well run. Really well run. It's next to a pub, not their pub, but it is next to a pub, so you can just roll out of the bath and go and,
and
rehydrate.
The baths were they double? Because I saw a picture of you. Obviously, you were with someone else, weren't you? But are they single ones?
Some random from the pub.
Have you been to pubs having a bath?
Come and have a bath together.
Do you fancy rubbing my brown fat?
It's not that kind of place, Amanda. No, indeed. There was 2 baths, and I went. There was 3 of us that went, and there was another 3 ladies that were also there. So we rotated so that we weren't sharing a bath with someone we didn't know. These are really close friends of mine, but we've never actually seen each other in our swimsuits. So it feels even more uncomfortable, kind of with other people. But yeah,
I think they have a similar one. Did you say they had a sauna there?
Yeah, they've also
Long
got.
Crendon, they've got one.
Oh, have they?
It might be a completely different company, but same concept at Long Crendon.
Maybe it is. There's some that the sauna or the ice bath bit is in a horse box, but I don't know. I don't know.
I love the sound of that. That's a great recommendation.
Just made Richard laugh.
That is a good recommendation. I like that. But, I go in the sauna when I'm going to Nuffield after my swim, and there's a cold tap next to it. I literally have to put a toe in at a time because it is so cold. So I know it's supposed to be really good for you to come out from being really, really hot into this cold, but I don't know if I'd be able to sit down.
It's amazing. She gave us some really good techniques. I've done a couple. Jacob used to work for David Lloyd's and had a couple of day passes. So I've done a plunge pool, but it's like a square box and you're stood up. So I've never laid down in it, but you have to sort of take some deep breaths first to calm yourself down, because we were like hyper school kids. We were like, let's go. So we needed to calm down anyway. But then as you lower various bits of your body in, you sort of breathe in and breathe out. So I think you hold your breath, and then you let your breath out as you go into the next layer. Then you put your knees down, then you put your legs out, put your shoulders under. And I know I felt this from when I'd done it before. It's not necessarily the doing the cold bit that's the thrill. It's the fact that you've overcome your own brain, which is saying no, don't do it. So it's kind of it's quite empowering, I suppose, because you think it's something you shouldn't do, and you've managed to tell your body, which is screaming at you not to do it, to do it. So it's amazing. It's good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Needed a little nap after that as well.
I went skiing. Years and years and years and years and years ago, and in Austria, and in the hotel, walked into the sauna. in my swimwear, but no one else was in their swimwear in the sauna. They were all just looking at me completely naked. I just turned around and walked out.
Oh my God.
I can't get my head around this.
Men and women.
Absolutely.
What a way to look.
Just sitting there.
No, I don't.
No,
We could get into
sweaty
a
bits should be out anywhere.
totally different conversation can come of
Oh
that.
my God.
I just walked,
Oh,
I walked out, and I was thinking, God, there was no, maybe you don't have to warn people in Austria.
What would happen if they were in a steam room? Because my brain's gone to places it probably shouldn't. But in Nuffield, there's a steam room, isn't there?
Yeah.
And you can't see who's in that steam room.
No.
And you have to be really careful you don't sit on someone.
I've done that.
They've got lights now.
I've done that. I've sat on someone in the steam room once.
Well, you want to do that in Austria?
Bloody hell. Well, maybe you should. Moving swiftly on.
I think things will disappear if they get in that plunge bowl. Freezing cold.
So that's a wrap. Big thank you to Bucks Radio as always. We hope we've given you a few things to think about, to laugh about, and from I can't speak now. From remembering that it's not always about us, to recognising that sometimes the people we love are ready to take their new steps. Well, I was going to say good luck to Anthony, but we'll have another one before he goes,
we've
won't
got
we?
one more.
So not good luck yet, Anthony. Even when we're not quite ready to let them go. So go and enjoy the sunshine, or kind of cloudy sunshine today.
Yeah,
and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks with one of our guests for episode 38. So until then, keep hustling, keep giggling, and as always, don't take life too seriously.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
The Hustle and Giggle Podcast.